Hi Nancy, this is in response to your response to my post. Um, I just want to clarify a little bit, and I see kind of your confusion towards the end because I wasn't super clear towards the end of my video. Kind of what I was trying to say was that our policies in the Middle East are based on sort of, as the book said, either a view of you know Islam or nationalism or the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. And what what I was trying to say was that like people, what we have to understand is that people in the Middle East view them exactly what you said in my response. I mean, you brought it out even though I was confusing in the way I said it. You managed to get it out anyway, or maybe it was just your own thought. But what it was is that they have their own worldview, and that's exactly it. They don't see things the way we do. They are Muslims in the Ummah, in the House of Peace, and everything outside is the House of War. They don't see all the arbitrary lines that we do, especially in Iraq, for example. Iraq, I spoke about the Kurds. I mean, you've got Kurdistan, all within there. So now, Arab, Muslim people living in Iraq view, they see the lines, they know where the line is in Kurdistan, and the people in Kurdistan certainly know what their boundaries are. They know where when and where they can go to be treated fairly, to be treated kindly by fellow Kurds. So that's what I'm saying. We see all these arbitrary lines, but if you stand in the shoes of the Arab male living in the Middle East, you don't see what we see. So we see all these failed policies and all these failed states. I put the quotes up because Dr. Minjiki in some of the classes, uh, she likes to ask the question, what is a failed state? What does that mean? And so what we view as a failed state isn't really a failed state. It's just that we're failing to understand that the state isn't even supposed to be real. I mean, if if nature could draw its own lines, the Middle East would look vastly different. I mean, we all know that these are just arbitrary lines that were basically drawn up by colonial powers and separated tribes. And, like I said, you've got Kurds all in the mix, and you've got people that don't mesh with other people. You've got, Shias and Sunnis living in the same countries when, like probably ideally they probably wouldn't have done that way. And Arabs don't even see it that way. They see, devout Muslim Arabs see only the Ummah. And, that whole statement from the reading that Egypt talked about, where it's like they wanted to be able to move, they wanted to put it in a charter to be able to move freely with Arab states. I mean, imagine that. I mean, like a big, you know, Arab Union. We always want to divide everything into neat little packages and states, and like Iraq is Iraq, but Iraq is influenced by all the states around it, by Iran and by Syria and all the bordering states, and everything can't be put in a neat little package, and that's really what I was trying to convey. And I'm sorry that I was confusing. And thanks for your response.